let's give it a try. Now, I have no idea how complicated some of these are going to be, or if I'm even going to be able to figure out all of the potentially optimal solutions to some of the hands, but I guess we'll see. Okay, they get absurd. Well, I'm hoping they get absurd in the direction of like more interesting and intricate squeezes, because those are kind of the things that I don't know, maybe more familiar with than people who are trying to learn. And I think I would do well on those types of hands. But the ones where they're like, oh, you can guard against like a 7-1 split with like a singleton 5, then those are going to be a little bit complicated. And probably not the ones that I'm going to do all that well on. I should be able to get the basic idea of some of the hands, but like optimizing for every potential layout, I think, as I've mentioned before, is not necessarily an important skill, and also probably not something that I'm going to always be able to do. But let's take a look. First hand, level 5, 1 diamond by partner. We get to 3 no trump. There's no bidding. We get the queen of spades lead. We have... Well, we have no entries to our hand is what I'm first seeing, so I don't think setting up clubs is ever going to be the play. And given that we only have 4 tricks outside of diamonds, we need to take 5 diamond tricks. So, we can do that if diamonds are 3-2. And I don't think we can pick up queen 4th of diamonds with East, right? Because to do that, we would need to use an entry, let's say the king of spades, lead a low diamond. But East will be able to, on best defense here, remember that the robots cheat on defense, they'll be able to fly the queen of diamonds to block the suit and then switch to hearts, knocking out our entry to dummy. And we're just going to be too slow in unblocking the diamonds and even leading a club towards the queen to force an entry. They'll, be able to score too many tricks against us. So I think we need to effectively play for 3-2 diamonds, but we can have a small extra chance to guard against singleton queen in either hand by ducking the first round from both hands. So this is all about just managing our entries. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the solution. Yeah. And that's perfect, because now we can win the king of spades, unblock the jack of diamonds, and effectively just cash out from here. This did not seem like a level 5 deal. Maybe this is just the warm-up. This is the warm-up hand, but mostly just because there wasn't a whole lot going on. Like, we've pretty quickly figured out that we needed to go after the diamond suit to make our contract, and that we couldn't pick up, the normal 4-1 split of queen 4th onside because they could conveniently block the suit against us. Anyway, well, A1 down, on to A2. We are in 5 clubs. And we get the jack of diamonds lead. Okay. So West opens 2 spades. East raises to 3 spades. Ooh, look at this. We have 5 spades between us. So spades are 6-2. East has raised on a doubleton. We jump to 5 clubs. Jack of diamonds lead. Man. I mean, it looks like I should play the queen of diamonds at trick 1. So what I'm thinking is that if I play low at trick 1, East is going to duck this trick. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Well, I'll finish my thought. So I play low. East ducks, right? We win in hand. We need to get to dummy to take that club finesse, but when we play a heart over, East gets to go ace of diamonds, diamond, promoting a trump for West, even if we get this like miracle king doubleton of clubs on side that we absolutely need to make the contract, right? We're missing 2 red aces. We can't afford a club loser, so the only layout of the club suit we can pick up is king doubleton with East and 3 small with West. We just don't have enough like dummy entries to set up a trump coup or anything like that. So yeah, if I play low, East is going to be able to duck, and this will preserve communication between the opponent's hands and diamonds. Whereas if I play the queen, East has to win this trick. And then when they play a diamond, diamond communication's been cut. And if West has the heart ace, we'll be able to force a dummy entry in hearts to take that club finesse. So I think we'll do this. I mean, I don't see an alternative. To this plan. Like, maybe I'm missing something. Nope, I wasn't. Still no claim button. I was looking around for the claim button once again. But yeah, these first couple, I guess, have felt pretty simple and straightforward. I'm sure they get a little bit more challenging, but this one, I guess I kind of went about explaining this in a roundabout way. I was already ahead of the game of, like, we needed king doubleton of clubs with East, but once you figure out, like, certain suits that you need the layout to be one way or another, it makes things a little bit easier to work through how to play the hand or how the other suits must be distributed. All right. A3, we have a minor's overcall over here. We get to 6 hearts. So a heart, 2 no trump, showing 5-5 in the minors or better. We get a spade lead. This... Jip me asks, is the opening lead always best defense double dummy? No, it is not. I think they tend to make pretty normal human opening leads. So you can tend to believe that their opening lead is similar to what a human would do on the hand. Like, if they have a king, queen, jack, 10 combination, they'll lead from that, even if, like, leading a trump would have beat the contract. So you can kind of presume that they might have made a mistake on opening lead, but they do tend to have best defense throughout the rest of the hand, although we have found a couple bugs in the system throughout. So this hand looks like a pretty straightforward strip squeeze, and I'm saying straightforward just because, you know, we're on to level 5 now. The idea is going to be if West has the club king and the diamond ace, we can set up a situation where West gets strip squeezed on this hand. So we're going to end up playing, you know, winning a spade, pull trumps, and we're going to lead a low diamond to the queen. And then, after running our hearts and our spades, if we can get a count on West's shape, we'll be able to throw them in with the king of diamonds at the end of the hand, and they'll have to lead a club away from the king. So that's going to be the plan. I'm wondering if they've added a little bit of an extra twist on this one, because that seems a little bit simple in comparison with the level 4 deals, which were basically like that kind of line of play. Like, maybe West is going to turn up with 1-1 in the major suits, giving them a 6-card minor that we don't know about, and we're going to have to be very careful about counting the hand. But let's see what happens. So West has turned up with 1 spade. And a heart. And a second heart. Okay, so it's actually, we know West's exact shape, which means we can easily just lead a diamond to the queen, and now make sure we count West discards. They're down to 5 clubs and 4 diamonds in their hand. They have 4 clubs and 4 diamonds. 3 clubs and 4 diamonds, 3 clubs and 3 diamonds, 2 clubs and 3 diamonds, 2 clubs and 2 diamonds. And I guess I would say that if you're first learning squeezes and you haven't really perfected kind of this idea of counting the opponent's shape and that sort of thing and figuring out what they're down to, you probably can get a good sense of what West is down to without doing any counting at all, because most defenders, especially ones that are not like expert level or world class level, aren't going to just like come down to a singleton king of clubs earlier in the play. So if you visualize this end position about where you're trying to reach on the strip squeeze, and then you like have lost count of West's hand, you can presumably just assume that they've come down to a situation where like you play your next card and whatever they discard from is going to work out for you. So West has thrown a diamond here, and now we can exit the king of diamonds, and they'll have to lead a club away from the king. But I think like for the most part, like defenders are just going to come down to that end position that we've reached. And so you don't need to do a lot of counting. You can just assume that they're discarding in that way where they don't give up any of their guards immediately. Good players will realize that strip squeezes are occurring and will come down to singleton honors. They'll discard from a suit early and make it a little more difficult on you. But okay. That was deal 3. On to deal 4. Jack of clubs lead. We're in 4 hearts. I don't know what language that is. Try and keep it in English. So I'm not going to try and translate. I hope that's not anything bad that I need to ban you for. But yeah, try and talk in English. American English, British English, Aussie English, doesn't really matter. New Zealand English, broken English, but one of those Englishes. Well, you came to bother? Okay, great. Great, well, glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. This hand's a bit of a mess. I mean, off the top, we have a heart loser, a club loser, and a diamond loser. These are unavoidable. So this is all going to be about trying to optimize around roughing the 4th round of diamonds in North's hand. So first trick, club to the ace. Second trick, a club comes back. Great. And I don't really see a great way of going about this. I mean, I'm tempted to cash a high heart and duck a diamond. I mean, I don't know why I'm cashing a high heart. I don't think it's really relevant, but the idea is going to be to just duck a diamond. And you know, use the spade entry to take a diamond hook, pull 2 rounds of trumps, test to see if diamonds are 3-3, and try and rough the 4th round in dummy. Okay, still would prefer English, thank you, if you can, in the chat. So the reason we want to duck a diamond rather than like playing spades originally is that like for whatever reason this just conveniently works out to allow us a bit more flexibility in how we handle the red suits. Like if we were to play a spade to the ace and take a diamond finesse, now if we were to duck a diamond, the opponents could potentially get a diamond rough. And if we were to go ace of diamonds diamond, they could potentially get a diamond rough. But if we played a diamond to the queen and then played ace king of hearts to prevent this diamond rough possibility, now when we lose a diamond trick, they can pull a 3rd round of trumps. So it looks like we should just duck a diamond immediately. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter if we cash the ace of hearts first. I guess I was potentially guarding against going down multiple if trumps were 4-1. But I guess maybe, you know, for the sake of this thing, it doesn't really matter. They tell us that the contracts are making. Anyway, let's duck a diamond immediately. Heart comes back. So now we can... They probably want us to pull a second round of trumps. Spade to the ace. You're from Argentina? That's cool. That's cool. Still looking for the claim button, but haven't found it. I don't think we've had any other viewers from Argentina. So you would probably be the first, but I could be wrong. At least no one who's spoken up and told me where they're from. Yeah, kind of a cool idea that you often want to lose tricks early. You know, this is very reminiscent of a hand that I played in one of the level 4 deals where I thought like it was probably right to duck a trick early in a side suit, protecting against some bad trump split. But, you know, we conveniently guard against these kinds of layouts by ducking the first round of diamonds rather than the second round, or rather than trying to pull trumps first. Oh my god, what is this nonsense? What just happened? East opened a no trump. We bid 2 hearts. Double by West is... I don't even know. Okay, so 2 hearts was what, like natural or hearts and a minor? I wish they had explanations. I'm gonna presume that every double here is penalty. Oh boy. Let's take a look at the hand before I try and figure out what's going on. We're in 3 diamonds doubled. Well, with the no trump opener, we can count high cards. So we have 11, partner has 9. We probably are talking about different things. If you're not here for the bridge, this might not be the right channel for you. 2 hearts, probably just natural. Yeah. And then double is penalty, I guess, and then double of 2 spades is penalty, and double of 3 diamonds is just like, we've started doubling them, may as well continue. Okay, I mean, whatever. We're here now. We're in 3 diamonds doubled. Where are we ever getting our tricks from? Okay, let's try this again in like 10 minutes because I think I've said try and talk in English multiple times. So have a sit in the corner, think about what you've done, and then come back. Diamond. It might be the accent. Could be. Could be the accent. That's very possible. It also could have been DT on a different account. I came to bother was pretty clear English. I guess so. You might be right. I just assumed that was a translation error. But maybe it wasn't. That is also what everyone does. PJF is right. Everyone's just here to bother me. Where am I getting 9 tricks? I mean, I kind of want to try and cross-ref this hand, but I just don't see any. Anyway, this is probably one of these, like, come up with the exact layout of cards you need to make 9 tricks. Okay, let's think about this. Just here for emotional support. Yeah. That would be nice right about now. Okay, what did I count to in high cards? We have 20 high cards, so West has 3 to 5 high card points. Which means I potentially could like lead a club to the jack or a club to the king or something to score a club trick. I am not seeing at all where I could potentially get up to 9 tricks on this one, especially after a trump lead. What if the spade ace is onside? I win the diamond. I lead a spade to the king. I mean, West will probably win the ace and continue diamonds. I win the queen of diamonds, go spade ruff. Yeah, that's just not good enough. I don't have entries to set up the spades. Can I set up hearts somehow? I win the queen of diamonds, I play a heart to the ace, I ruff a heart. I play a... let's just continue on some line of play. Figure out how many tricks I'm getting. Diamond to the ace, I ruff a heart. Diamond to the king. I exit a heart. West is the one who made the penalty double, so West will be in. And West switches to spades. It goes spade, spade. I ruff. I cash the last heart. This doesn't look very promising. How many tricks am I getting there? Okay. Queen of diamonds is a trick. Ace of hearts, heart ruff, 3 tricks. Diamond to the king, 4 tricks. Heart ruff, 5 tricks. Oh, I have to lead off of the dummy at this point. Yeah, we're in real trouble then. I exit the jack of clubs, I guess. Let's pretend East wins. You counted 4 diamonds, 2 ruffs, the spade king, and the heart ace. Oh boy. What if East has ace double ten of spades? Well, East does not have ace double ten of spades because they doubled 2 spades. Yeah, East has spade length. I'm wondering if maybe I don't need to set up all of the hearts and I can somehow just strip East's hearts and throw them in to give me a black suit trick somehow. Yeah, I think PJF was talking about ace doubleton with East of spades. I really don't have a good feel for like what layout I can actually make this against. This does feel like the find the layout plan. So diamond queen, heart to the ace, heart ruff, right? Diamond to the ace, heart ruff. Presumably, East is out of hearts at this point. So if we then exit the king of clubs, let's say East wins the ace. And East is down to just black suits. They could play back a club, West wins. And then a spade comes through. It goes spade, spade, ruff. I don't think this is good enough. I get tapped out, West gets in with the third heart, and then West plays a third spade, and we just go down. Do I make if spades are 5-2? So let's see, if East is 5, 3, 2, 3, I would make. Yeah. Okay, so I found a layout where this actually makes, right? Queen of diamonds, heart to the ace, heart ruff. Diamond to the ace, heart ruff. King of clubs exit. East is in. They're down to just black suits. And if they lead away from the spade ace, that's not good for them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try for that line of play. I'm not convinced that this is good, but it feels like I at least can make. Did I get enough tricks on this line? Hold on, maybe I didn't get enough tricks. Queen of diamonds, heart ace, heart ruff. Diamond to the ace, heart ruff. Exit the king of clubs. They win. They play a club back. They go spade, spade, I ruff. That's 6. No. I can't pull the last trump and set up the hearts and get an entry back to my hand. This just doesn't work. Man, I don't... I am lost. These are the types of hands that I don't know. It feels like a tough problem, I guess. If East has 4 spades... But that makes things worse for me. If East has 4 spades, then the opponents can tap me twice in the spade suit. Maybe I do need the spade ace on side. I don't know. I really do not see this one. This is, I mean, the first 4 hands have felt like insanely easy, and then these last have not been good. Long spade, but how do I set up the long spade? That's the real question, right? I don't have entries to dummy. I suppose what you might be saying is on that same line that I was looking at. Diamond, queen, heart, heart, ruff, diamond, heart, ruff, exit the king of clubs. East wins the ace, plays a club to the queen, then plays a spade. We discard, plays another spade. And if East overtakes, we can discard like a heart or something. We still don't have entries to set up the long spade. Yeah, this it's not quite there. So maybe I'm gonna play a couple of cards. I never feel like doing this on these puzzles. I would like to, yeah, I do. East is in and has to play a club. But I can't afford to ruff 2 spades in the south hand because that promotes a trump trick for West. That's the problem, right? Like, if East plays a club, that's fine. I mean, I ruff a spade, but also that strips all of my entries to North's hand. I think... I don't know. I'm going to click some cards and... Because I think this is probably how I would play it at the table. I would be looking to get out for down 1. I would also assume that diamonds are 4-1 on all of these doubles, probably, but anyway... East continues the jack of diamonds. Huh. I mean, this might mean East has the club queen and they expect me to do something different on this hand, but now I can make it if spades are 5-2, well, West has pitched a spade now. I don't know, so something weird is going on. So, I mean, yeah, the club queen is offside. Okay. 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 On to the next. Let's try again. I mean, I got out for down 1. I'm super excited about getting out for down 1 the way this auction went. But I guess this is fine. They want me to do better. Well, I mean, if they think I can make it with all of the club honors offside, that's a little surprising to me. It's hard for me to see how I could ever make it with all of the club honors offside. Let's think back about trying to set up spades, right? So we win the ace of diamonds, we lead a spade. West wins. They play a club. East wins. East continues a trump. We can win in dummy, pitch a club on the king of spades, ruff a club, but we just don't have entries to dummy to set up the last spade. You're assuming East has the spade, ace, queen, jack, and club, ace, queen. Okay, what's the line of play? East wins the spade, plays the second diamond. Well, we're out of trumps and the opponents have a trump left on that line of play, Yuan. And so not only could they just run the heart suit, but West might be able to like over-ruff the 4th round of spades and put a club through. East is out of hearts. So let's see, what do you need East to have for this to work? You're saying that we're going to get okay, so your plan. Diamond to the I still don't know what your line of play is, but giving East ace queen jack third, so 4-3-3-3 with all of the black suit honors. Sure. So the plan is win, play a spade. They play a second diamond. We win the queen. We ruff a spade. Ace of hearts, heart ruff. Spade ruff, heart ruff. And then we play a spade. And we end up scoring the 2 trumps we took. The ace of hearts is 3. 4 ruffs is 7. And we get 1 black suit card. So that's only 8, right? We don't get the last spade because East has too many tricks to cash, right? East is going to cash the 4th diamond. And dummy is squeezed out of the 5th spade. I mean, or dummy squeezed out of the jack of clubs. Yeah, so I don't think that works. I mean, I can show it. I can show the line. So, you know, the plan is to, I guess, cover this with the king to prevent West from getting in, and then win the diamond queen, and now we just like do a bunch of cross-ruffing. Can we It's better to rough hearts first, right? Because then we can lead a club to the jack, or am I doing something wrong? No, I guess the point is... No. Oh, yeah, I think you might be right that this could actually work. We do need East to have exactly this hand. But it seems like they do. Oh my god. This is an insane layout of the cards to play for. Okay, let's redeal this. So, and let's talk through the hand. Yeah. This does work. You do need East to have. Hold on. Can I guess I can type this. Let me move my cam for a sec. Can I type this? Oh, this is to lobby. To tournament? Hold on, is this a tournament? I just wanted to type out like what we need East to have. For this line of play to succeed. I get match points and everything. Maybe I do. Okay, so we need East to have ace, fourth, 3 hearts. I guess I'm gonna put question marks for the cards that, hold on, how do I, see, I want the spade symbol to show up. That's what I really want, which is why I want to hit enter. I think I'm just going to do it, and we'll see. If I get a bunch of private messages from people in the lobby, then okay, we'll deal with that when we get there. So we need to have East to have spades, ace fourth, hearts, 3 of them, exactly. Diamonds, we need 3 of them. And clubs, we need... ace third, right? Oh god. Where did that send? I hit enter. No. Well, anyway, let's get me back over here covering up the chat so that you don't see all of the spam messages I get. It went to the tournament, which I'm not in. Oops. But okay. So let's see. Everyone else found it educational. That's good. Right. So the idea is we've come up with a layout where we can technically end play East like multiple times into doing the things we want, which is exactly what we're hoping for. And I guess that will frequently happen when someone has opened a no trump. Oh, by the way, see ya, Jipme. Sorry, I missed you heading out a few seconds ago. But when some players like show off basically what their entire hand is, you can kind of construct some of these things a little easier. Like, I didn't really want to play West for any of the honors. It just seemed like I had some potential to do so. But it's really important that we don't play small on this trick. So I'm kind of going to show off what goes wrong if we play small. West can switch to clubs now. And this kind of ruins the mechanism. You think one no is 16 to 18? I don't believe that this was written pre-age of computers. So I kind of think they were playing 15 to 17, but I guess we'll, you could be right. It might be 16 to 18. So what happens if we don't cover that 8 of spades with the king is West gets in and puts a club through, which causes some issues for us. Because we can still take this like similar line of play by roughing a bunch of spades, roughing hearts, and stripping East's hand. But unfortunately, like, this was the end position I actually thought that we were reaching when Ewan first mentioned it. Like, we can exit the spade, but now East has a diamond, and they cash it, and dummy kind of gets squeezed. We get squeezed out of that king of spades winner. So that's why it's important to cover trick 2. When West plays the 8 of spades, we force East to win, so they can't play clubs through. Now the diamond comes back, and we're basically in control at this point. We just needed to come up with this concept of like eventually throwing East in with the 4th round of spades. It is important, though, that we end in dummy after doing all of our roughs. So if instead we had taken the line of play heart to the ace, heart rough, spade rough, heart rough, spade rough, we're back in our hand, and while we can throw East in by like leading a club and covering what West plays, again, we end up losing too many tricks. And of course, if we exit a heart here, then West is the one who gets to win the trick. So we only end up scoring 1 trick from this position. Now, this does put a lot of faith into the auction, right? West has doubled hearts and East has doubled spades. If the majors were 4-4 in the other direction, or sorry, 4-3 in the other direction, then we would have wanted to end it in our hand and exit a heart in this position. For similar reasoning, East gets thrown in. Oh, I guess actually it doesn't matter because we have no entry back to the long heart. We would just be down if East had long hearts. So yeah, Ewan did very well coming up with like the exact layout of the cards that was needed to make the contract. And it turns out we don't actually need all that much. I mean, we do need East to have the long diamonds. Otherwise, we have this issue of, let me step back a few tricks. Before we made this mistake of cashing the heart ace. So if West was the one with the long diamonds, then I think I alluded to this. We take kind of the same cross rough line and rough the heart in dummy, but when we exit a spade and East gets thrown in, West could have roughed this trick to prevent their partner from being end played. West would then have been able to cash a heart and then put a club through. You have to go sit in the sun. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you don't get sunburned. Make sure to take your sunscreen. I assume it's getting a little bit warmer for you all down there this time of year. Expect me to be on hand A8 in a couple of days' time. Hopefully it's not going to go that badly. But yeah, now that East doesn't have a way to get out of their hand, they have to lead clubs because they're down to just, well, clubs and trumps. And we can throw them back in by leading the 6 of spades. This would have been our 9th trick. East has to rough, and now they're once again end played into leading away from the club ace. Kind of clever that we found a way after this opening lead of a trump to end up scoring 2 club tricks with both the ace and queen offside. So cute little hand. I did not work out the right solution, but let's move on. I do believe that sometime soon I'm gonna get called for dinner. So I might not be able to make it halfway through. How many, hold on, how many deals are in A? Is it 36 again? Yeah, I'm not sure I can make it all the way to 18. Maybe we'll try and make it to 12, a third of the way through, and then plan on continuing some more of these during the week. Yo, what up, Steph? Long time no see. How's it going? We got to 4 hearts. Club by North, spade overcall by East. We get 2 spade raised by West. We get a spade lead. Not really so long. You're decent. That's better than usual. Good to hear. I guess you haven't been out drinking on Sunday night. We have... What is this hand? These Bridgemaster boards are sweet. That's good to hear. I am excited to play through the level 5 stuff. You've been reading bridge books all day. Wait, what books? Tell me. Spade to the ace. I mean, it looks like we're in okay shape here. But we do have a little bit of a problem, right? now that the opponents have played 3 rounds of spades, if East has the heart ace, I mean, to start with, we need to rough this trick. Otherwise, we're just down. That would be giving up your secret strategy if you tell what books. You'll be the strongest at the next major event. Is that the NABC in Atlanta? I'm going to do my best to make it there for at least a little bit. Still not really planning on playing, but I'll try and come say hi to people if everyone's there. I know Ewan's going to be there, and, well, you'll be there, Steph, and a few other people. Huh. So how can I... You hope you get to buy me a beer? Well, I haven't had any alcohol in like 7 years, but I appreciate the thought. I will... Maybe I need to start drinking again now that I'm playing more bridge. That could be something that's on the agenda. But yeah, it would be nice to see people. I owe Steph a beer? Wait, why do I owe you a beer? I'm happy to buy you a beer. So, but I don't remember. Why do I owe you one? Did you make a beer when we played in the midnights? I'm not sure I even understand this problem. Like, how can I make it if West has 4 trumps? Because what's going to happen is East is going to win the ace of hearts on the first round and play a 4th spade. And we have to rough high in our hand. Hold on. Is this one of these dumb discovery play hands where maybe the objective is to, yeah, how can I make it if West has 4 trumps question? Well, we can't, I guess is the legitimate question. I'm wondering if this could be a potential discovery play type hand where we're trying to protect against East having 4 trumps. Like, maybe the idea is to not rough high if we get a count on East shape. So how do we want to try and approach this in a sensible manner? I mean, obviously West doesn't have a singleton in either of the minor suits. They would have maybe led that suit. I don't know. We'll pretend like West doesn't have a singleton. East is not 5-5, or they probably would have, bid again over 3 hearts. I don't know. I'm making random comments. Like, I think at the table I would have led the king of hearts by now and just roughed high on the spade return and then tried to pull trumps. That would have been my plan. But I'm guessing that that's not the right solution, which is why I'm searching for an alternative. Might be better for the more practiced viewers to pause at the start of the hand and do the thinking trick one. I've mostly been trying to play out the tricks that effectively don't matter. Like, we had no choices to make in the spade suit itself, and the opponents just played 3 rounds of spades. So I feel like this is the first thinking point. But yeah, that's a good call. I try and pause at trick 1. Okay, you know what? Let's just lead the king of hearts, go down, and then we'll move on to the next plan of attack, because I want to make sure this isn't like some simple, oh. 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 I see. Well, that's a little bit more interesting, right? So East is the one with 4 trumps. Okay. This has made the problem at least much more digestible. This is the super fun content. I know, that's why I'm here, to think for 5 minutes and then realize that what I was thinking about is irrelevant. Okay, so East has 4 hearts, which means we need to... Like, what do we need to do? We need to find a layout of the cards where we can cache a bunch of minor suit cards. Are we just, like, down? Yeah, what can I do here? There's nothing, right? I mean, East... We know East has 5 spades. I'm okay if East started with 15 cards. Hold on a second. I don't think there's anything I can do. So what did I do wrong then? Wow, this is bizarre. I have no idea how to make it against this East hand. If they are 4, right? So if East had 4 spades for their overcall, I think we can do something. If they're 4, 4, 2, 3, we can make it, right? We can go King, Queen of diamonds, Ace, King, Queen of clubs, and then lead the Ace of diamonds. I guess I'm going to play for that. Oh my god, we did it. We did it. Way to go, us. Nice 4-card overcall from East. Ace, Queen, 10, 8. That's unbelievable. Again, this might be one of those, like, find the only layout that you can make it against. This one, at least for me personally, feels a lot easier than board 5. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like a blind spot or in my card play, or it's more difficult. But this one where, like, we know at the end of the hand the only way to make it is if East follows to enough cards in the minors. So we kind of just needed East to have this exact shape. And that means they had to have made a 4-card spade overcall. Weird. I don't know if I want to look at the solution. I think it's just going to make me more confused. Let's move on. So that's board 6. Ooh, look at this. East opens 3 spades. We overcall 5 clubs. Partner bids 6 clubs. Whoa. And again, okay, I see the solution on this one immediately, but I don't feel great about it because it's like I struggled so much with board 5. So I kind of want to do the lazy play just to show what's going to happen and then talk through it, and then we'll undo, because this whole hand is basically about trick 1, and then we've seen all of the rest of the techniques. So, like, let's say we play the king of spades, right? And East covers with the ace. We get to ruff. Our basic idea is going to be that we want to lead a heart towards the king. West, the non-preemptor, likely to have... Steph! Shh, 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 shh. Quiet. Quiet, Steph. We're not there yet. I'm trying to teach the class. But yeah, Steph has the idea. I'll get to it in a minute. So if we play the king of spades, East covers, we ruff, then we're going to want to lead a heart towards the king. And if West hops up with the ace, then we have multiple discards. So we'll have a heart discard for a diamond loser and a spade discard for a diamond loser. which is great. Our diamonds go away and we make the contract. But similarly, if West doesn't hop up with the heart ace, then we can win the king and use our spade winner to pitch the heart loser. And now we're going to rely on 3-2 diamonds, but at least like that gives us a decent chance of making it. The issue is, as Steph pointed out, look what happens when we play the king of spades. East, okay, East, a real joker here, sticks in the jack. And this causes us some issues, like immediately, right? It's like being forced to choose our discard immediately causes us problems. If we pitch a heart, now West just wins when we lead the queen of hearts out of hand. And, you know, we don't have a spade discard, so while we get the king of hearts set up, we only pitch one diamond, we're going down. And if we pitch a diamond instead, then when we lead a heart up, we don't have a spade to ditch our last heart, West can just duck. So this is kind of a clever play by East. I don't think in practice this would necessarily happen. I suspect in practice everyone would just like play the ace of spades without thinking, but this causes us problems. Unfortunately for the defense, we actually have a counter to this. We can play low on the first trick. And now, I guess we can pull a round of trumps. Kind of doesn't matter if we do this, but now we can lead a heart up towards the king. I'm just trying to think, can I pull a second round of trumps? I believe I can, but let me just... Second trump, heart... No, I don't think so. We should lead a heart to the king immediately. In case West had, like, blocked the heart suit, we wouldn't have had enough entries to, like, take the roughing hook and spades and get over there to cash it. But now we do. So we can pitch our heart loser eventually, we'll pull the last trump, and hope that the diamonds split. And looks like we do get to score a beer. I think East pitched a diamond on the second club. Yeah, it looks like they did. So cute hand. But I don't know, I guess for one reason or another, this hand felt like very obvious to me. Maybe I've done enough of these, or maybe it's just like that concept is not difficult. It's also only one thing. A lot of the other hands that we've had, like specifically I'm referencing board 5, have dealt with, you know, you have to put a lot of pieces together. Here it was really all about trick 1. On to the next one. So 6 clubs made. We're in 3 no trump. No bidding by the ops. We get to 3-no, heart lead. We have... Ugh. I think what I'm gonna do is pitch the blocking heart on a bunch of top clubs. I assume that that's good enough. I haven't really counted how many losers I could have. It looks like I can only potentially lose 2 diamonds, a club, and a spade if I take this plan. Let me just count my tricks for a second. So if I get 6 club tricks, 2 hearts, I need 1 spade trick, which I guess means we want to cash 1 spade pitching a diamond, and then go ace, king of clubs, jack of clubs, or something like that. Or like club to the ace, jack of clubs, I guess. I don't know. I don't know which is better. But I guess that's going to be the plan. I'm thinking, do I need to cash a second spade pitching another diamond because somehow I also have to unblock the diamond suit? I don't know. I haven't really figured this out. But at least we have the general idea, right? This queen of hearts can be used to prevent the opponents from continuing hearts, and now we have all the time in the world to like set up the diamond suit on our side. Club to the ace. Like, the safest plan to me looks to be to, like, play the jack of clubs. I don't think I would do this in real life. I would probably go king of clubs pitching and then jack of clubs throwing, like, a diamond. It's probably fine. So they switch to spades. I just want to make sure that I'm not losing too many tricks somehow. Like, literally all they can get from here is the spade, queen, and ace, king of diamonds. Okay, I think we're just fine. Let's, is there any way to beer? Maybe. Oh my god, this is so complicated. I pitched a club winner and now they continue hearts. Man, I just, let's try this again. I am really bad at these things that are just like, okay, ace of spades. Let's pitch a diamond. I guess I could have just continued discarding diamonds from the north hand. I think that all would have been fine. Let's try this again though. So spade switch. I mean, none of this matters, right? Let's take a spade finesse. We'll just... I'm still, like, playing for over tricks, I guess. Which probably doesn't make a ton of sense. But we have finally figured out how to beer with the 7 of clubs. Okay. We did it. Well done, us. That was a bit of a struggle. I threw a winner earlier. We're all good. Okay. 8. What did I say? I was probably going to play through 12, so we got 4 to go. Yeah, let's try and make that happen. 4 spades by east. Pass, pass, double. Pass, 5 hearts, all pass. Get the king of spades lead. Let's play... low, I guess. I mean, it looks as if we have... Well, I'm not sure what to do at trick 2. Because east is going to overtake this and continue a second spade. Right. So... I mean, obviously it's possible we have a diamond loser. 4 small, opposite ace, king, queen, 4th. We could potentially lose a heart to the heart queen. I mean, my instinct is probably to ruff with the ace and take a heart finesse, try and get back to our hand by ruffing a club for another heart finesse. Let me think about that for a second. Because it's also possible we might be able to squeeze West in the minors, like if West is, you know, 1, 2, 4, 6. We could do it. Like, why is it bad if we ruff ace of hearts and then take our heart finesse? I guess it's bad if hearts are 4-0, right? But maybe we should just do this and then find out about the 4-0 heart split and then think, because this feels like a pretty obvious start to the hand, at least. Okay, hearts are 4-0. Wonderful. So this almost looks like we're trying to plan for some sort of smother play. I know we've seen the basic type of smother play in the level 4 deals before. Although this one feels a little bit more complicated. So how do we approach this? West threw a club on the second round of spades. We need to ruff once in our hand, which we can do by ruffing a club. We need to take a heart finesse, but we're going to need to somehow throw East in at the end of the hand, which I guess can happen by playing that third round of spades and pitching a diamond. So how exactly is this going to work? Like, let's say West is 1, 4, 4, 4, right? We can play ace, king of clubs, ruff a club, take a heart finesse, play off the ace, king, queen of diamonds, and then play a spade, pitching a diamond from our hand as East wins. East will have to return a black suit, spades or clubs, and then the smother play will work out. I guess that's what we should play for. So I think we can afford to cash a couple of diamonds to see how that suit splits. We're hoping that East follows to 1 round of diamonds. Is there anything we can do if East has 4 diamonds? I don't believe so. We would need too many hand entries to lead up towards like the ace, king, queen, I think. All right, so ace of diamonds, king of diamonds. East does show out, which means I think we've identified exactly what's going on. We have a full count on the spades, full count on the diamonds, full count on the hearts, so we now know our line of play is actually going to work. So ace of clubs, king of clubs, club, ruff, can take a heart finesse, cash the diamond queen, and now we're in the desired end position. We throw East in with the spade, and East has to give us the smother play at the end. Kind of a cute hand. Another one of these reasons why I think like it is true that it is sometimes helpful to think from trick 1. But if you do too much of that, you might, not be thinking about the right stuff. Like here, we really needed to just ruff that ace of hearts and then take a heart finesse to find out about the bad trump split. Obviously, if diamonds had split 3-2 in the end, which is why I was basically saying East needed to be 8-0-1-4 in shape, or West needed to be 1-4-4-4. That was kind of the main issue. If trumps had split, we could have just afforded to lose 1 heart and make our contract from there. Did I say trumps? If diamonds had split. All right, board 10. Club, a heart, 2-0, 6-0. One of our favorite auctions. We have... Well, we have a guess for the ace or queen of diamonds, it looks like, if the clubs don't break. They're... Let me think for a second, because I don't believe there's a way to force the plan, oh, there probably is, right? If East has long clubs, we can force them to come down to a singleton club honor, or singleton diamond honor, right? So this is going to be like a weird variation of a show-up squeeze, if East is the one with long clubs. And I'm guessing that's what they're going for. Otherwise, this is going to be another one of those weird, like, oh, West might have led a diamond away from the queen, but they wouldn't lead one away from the ace against 6 no trump. I don't think that's what's happening. But so we can kind of visualize the end position we're going for, right? Pretend East has long clubs and some diamond honor. Doesn't matter which one. Let's suppose we take 4 rounds of spades, pitching a... I'm thinking. Let's ignore what we discarded from dummy for a second, because I realize there might be a little bit of complication. But then we play 4 rounds of hearts, right? We'll have taken 8 tricks, and we're down to a 5-card end position. So it's not possible for East to hold on to 4 clubs and 2 diamonds, which would be effectively needed to give us a guess. So this is ultimately what we're reaching for. But we also don't want to, like, cash our major suits and then just, like, cross to the club king and lead a diamond, right? We do want to test the clubs. We need to be a little careful in how we test the clubs, right? Because if we cash the king, queen of clubs, then we have no entry back to the north hand. We're going to need to immediately take a diamond finesse if we do that. And similarly, if we cash the ace, king of clubs, we have no entry back to the south hand. So if we eventually lead a diamond, we're going to need to make sure north has 2 diamonds. So I think what we should be doing here is cashing 4 spades, pitching a club. Oh, this is also complicated because the club spots are a little blocked. No, this is fine. This is fine. 4 spades, pitching a club, then take the king, queen of clubs to test the suit. If the suit splits, we can just claim. We have 12 tricks, right? Club to the ace, cash our last club, and then run the hearts. If the suit doesn't split, now, assuming East is the one with 4 clubs, we can play 4 rounds of hearts, and we come down to this end position where before we cash the last heart, dummy has a heart, a club, and 2 diamonds. Our hand is 2 clubs, ace doubleton, and king jack of diamonds. East has to hold on to all their clubs, so they pitch a diamond coming down to a singleton honor. We can now pitch our 4 clubs and lead a diamond up towards the king jack. So this to me looks like a line of play that gives us a little bit of an extra chance. We're going to be a little bit sad if spades turn out to be 5-1, because then we might need to, think about an alternative plan. But when spades are 4-2, this feels like a pretty simple and straightforward way to approach it. So everyone pitches hearts. We can now test the clubs, and we hope that East follows to this trick. They do. West shows out, but now we're kind of in the driver's seat. We know exactly what we're playing for. And so on this trick, we know East is down to 2 clubs and 2 diamonds. They've held on to 2 clubs. We can pitch our 4 clubs and lead a diamond up, and East has to tell us what diamond honor they hold. So my guess is that if we didn't take that line of play, they would have flipped the diamond honors. I'm going to look at the solution quickly just to make sure that that's what they were looking for, other than just like, oh, we play the clubs and then we finesse East for the diamond queen. 10 of spades lead. It appears South has to guess the diamonds after finding out that clubs split 4-1. If East is the defender with 4 clubs, South can squeeze East into guessing diamonds for him. So we did that. Spade to the jack. South should first test clubs with the club king. I mean, I didn't. I don't think it really mattered, the order in which we did stuff. Like I said, we could afford to cash a couple of spades. East turns up with 4 clubs. Now South runs the spades. Ooh, pitching a diamond from North. But makes sense. The ace of clubs is the entry to the long diamond anyway. And then South runs the hearts. Last heart, East is squeezed. So this is exactly what we had played for. Kind of a cool hand. On to deal 11. Wow, so much bidding again. This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? East opens a no trump. We made a penalty double, I guess, with 7 tricks in hand. West bid 2 clubs, which looks natural. Partner doubled for penalty with that garbage, sure. And now West bid 2 hearts. So West has like clubs and hearts, maybe 4-4, maybe 5-4, I don't know. Pass, 2 spades. Now we bid to 4 spades. Let me try and get a sense of what's going on in clubs and hearts. So West bid 2 clubs. Yeah, I mean, West could be 4-4 in the round suits. Anyway, we're in 4 spades. Cool. Right. Jack of hearts lead. So we do have 2 heart losers. We have what appears to be a diamond loser. And with East opening a no trump, we have, let's see, 18 and 6 is 24, and the Jack of hearts makes 25. So East has every missing high card. They have the Ace, King, Queen of hearts, Queen, Jack of clubs, King of diamonds. All right, well, first things first. We are going to rough the 3rd round of hearts. Because otherwise we're just going to end up losing a diamond and we'll be down. Now we want to think for a second. This is very reminiscent of, where was that hand? Board 4? Yeah, this is very reminiscent of board 4 here, where the correct way to play the diamond suit to guard against, you know, to give ourselves flexibility in how we pulled trumps and then tried to rough the 3rd round in dummy, was to duck the 1st round of the suit. So it feels very similar to that scenario, where I think the way I want to handle this is to lead a diamond to the 9 right now. We know the diamond king is on side, but this will then allow us to pull 2 rounds of trumps, cross in clubs, take a diamond finesse, unblock the diamond suit, cross back in clubs, and try and rough our 4th round of diamonds. And I think that's going to be the best way to handle a hand, is to duck a diamond, well, now or after pulling 1 round of trumps. I guess I can pull 1 round. So yeah, I think let's do that. Ace of spades, diamond to the 9. East wins the 10. That's okay. They return the queen of clubs, so we can win the king. Take a diamond finesse. And now we can pull a 2nd round of trumps before crossing to the jack of diamonds as West shows out. And then a club to the ace, rough our diamond, and we get the last 2 tricks with our high trumps. So very similar feel, same idea, that they're just kind of teaching you that when you have a loser in a suit, it is often correct to give up that trick as early as possible so that you have a bit more flexibility with the rest of the hand. On to 12. Oh, look at this auction. This is incredible. 6 spades might not even be good enough on this hand, but we're here now. Okay, 3 hearts by East, 6 spades by us. That is a lot of hearts in dummy. That is a lot of hearts in dummy. Well, this to me feels reminiscent of a hand that we did a long time ago where we had a play called a gambit, right? And I guess some of these are, I don't know if the way to think about them is easy to understand, but they are... it's kind of like you don't really have an alternative, right? I mean, we could play for like a queen doubleton of diamonds or clubs in East's hand, which is possible, right? I mean, there's no reason East couldn't have queen doubleton in a minor. But I think it's far more likely that West could have 3 spades. And if they do, given that we know about the 7-1 heart split, Now, this would have a bit of a different flavor if it's possible East could have a 6-card suit here for the preempt, and some people might. But what we're going to do is put up the king of spades, East plays the ace, and very important that we preserve this 2 of spades. Well, maybe you'll see in a second. I think West is going to hold on to the 3 of spades. But now what we can do is cash the ace of spades, cash the king of spades, and look at that. West has unblocked the jack and 10. They can kind of see this impending end play against themselves. But because we preserved the 2 of spades, we can now exit the 2 of spades to West. Whichever minor suit they break is going to give us a dummy entry. And wow, they could have just beat this by giving partner a diamond rough at trick 1. Or did East pitch a diamond? And this is also going to allow us to access the stranded Queen of Hearts that got set up at trick 1. So kind of a cool concept. I think once when I was playing online, I've seen this gambit type play and I didn't pull it off successfully, even though I had like talked about it previously. Yeah, attempt to claim. I tried to claim. I was unable to. Or I can't find the button still. Well, that's 12 hands down. Give me 1 minute. I mean, there have been a couple of tricky ones throughout, but I feel like we breezed through a few of these last couple. I would like to get to 18 if possible, just because that's like a halfway mark and that's kind of nice. It appears that someone else is streaming because I lost a bunch of viewers. So, but nonetheless, I still do want to get to 18. Let me just check on what dinner plans are, and I will be back in a minute. All right, we're back. I don't have any clarity on anything. I couldn't find anyone. So let's keep going, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep going. If we don't get to 18, so be it, but let's try. So no trump by West, 2 hearts by East. Is this natural? I guess 2 hearts is natural. Fair enough. Well, 2 hearts is natural. That's cool. Double by S. I just noticed my cam is like off. There, that's better. I saw a little flicker on the left side. All fixed. Okay, 2 hearts natural. We doubled. Whatever. The opponent's found a heart fit. We get to 4 spades. No trump on our left. King of hearts lead. King from ace king. Queen from East. They're doing very well to show us all of their high cards. That's nice. Let's count our high cards quickly. We have 21. Queen of Hearts makes 23. So Jack of Hearts makes 24. West presumably has everything else then. They must have the Club King and they must have the King Queen of Diamonds. Okay. Heart continuation to the 8. So we appear to have a club loser and 2 diamond losers. But I think we should be able to hold those losers to 2 if we just run all of our spades immediately. We're going to need to be a little bit clever about guessing West's shape or guessing West's hand to some extent. But imagine what happens if we, I'm going to rough this, if we cash 5 rounds of spades right now. We're going to come down to a 6-card ending. Let me think for a second. It might not be entirely clear. That this is working. Because what happens if West comes down to, in that 6-card ending, a heart, king doubleton of clubs, and king queen third of diamonds? I think the answer is we can't make the contract. Maybe I played too quickly to trick 2. I might have needed to pitch a diamond, but let me think for a second. My worry was like if I discarded a diamond, East would just switch to clubs, and I don't think there's anything I can do from there. So I'm pretty sure we're in the right ballpark. I just need to figure out the right... Yeah, I need to figure out the right way to work on this squeeze. The issue is West has extra hearts. I mean, if there was a way to get West to come down to only diamonds and clubs, right? Our dream situation is that we cash all of our spades, and we're down to this 5-card ending with ace, queen, doubleton of clubs, ace, jack, third of diamonds. West, if they come down to king, third of clubs, and king, queen, doubleton of diamonds, we can just go ace of diamonds, low diamond. We'll actually make an over trick in that scenario. And if they come down to singleton, king of clubs, we of course have to guess it. Play the ace of clubs, dropping the king. But if they come down to king, doubleton, and king, queen, third of diamonds, we can go ace of clubs, queen of clubs, they get thrown in. They lead the king of diamonds, we duck, and then they're end played into leading into our ace jack. That's our ultimate objective. So how do we set that up? Because again, I think if we cash 5 spades, West is going to keep that king, doubleton of clubs, king, queen, third of diamonds, and a heart. And that heart is the pesky thing. You know, the fact that West led a low heart at trick 2 rather than the ace of hearts makes me curious. I mean, on the auction, maybe that means West has 4 hearts. I actually don't have any good ideas on this one. This is really sad. Let me pull a couple of trumps and see what the distribution is in spades. Okay, West has 2 spades. And East throws a club. So if I cash 3 spades, West comes down to a heart, king, doubleton of clubs, and king, queen, third of diamonds. I next play the 8 of spades. If West pitches a heart, we're in good shape. If West pitches a club, we're in good shape. So they have to pitch a diamond. Oh, but that's fine because the heart that West has come down to is the singleton ace. So this is going to work if West started with ace, king, third of hearts. That would give East a 7-card suit over here. I don't think that's very likely because most players would just play the king of hearts next. But see the problem. Okay, I think they're trying to make it more complicated for us, right? This might be one of those where we want to read in between the lines a bit. If West did have ace, king, third of hearts, and they played the ace of hearts at trick 2, we could then pitch a diamond. And then we're actually down to just a very basic generic strip squeeze. We run all of our trumps and go ace of diamonds, exit a diamond. West has to lead into our ace, queen of clubs. So this has made things a little more complicated. We need to play for hearts 7-3. I don't know how I feel about that. But at least that's one layout where we can make it. I just don't see an alternative for what to do if hearts are 6-4. Like, West can just pitch the ace of hearts, hold on to a low heart, and East can keep all of their hearts. All right. Let's go ahead. We do still need to guess the distribution of the opponent's suits, but let's run some trumps and figure out what's going on. Diamond discard sounds as if West has 4 diamonds to start with. Ace of Hearts discard is really bad news for us. This is really bad news for us because now it sounds like hearts are 6-4. I don't know what to do about that. Well, I guess I'm going to pretend like we actually have things working and that really is their last heart. So they're holding on to a bunch of minor suit cards. They pitch another diamond. And East throws a diamond. So presumably now we can go Ace of Diamonds, Diamond, and they're end played. Ugh. Now they play another heart. Okay, apparently I'm supposed to be able to make it against this layout. I don't know. I'm really not seeing it. Let's look again, because that's the layout I would have assumed from the heart suit. King of Hearts, another heart, East covers with the 8. And we can't pitch a diamond, right? There's just no way. Because if we pitch a diamond, then... Oh, okay, I have an idea, actually. If West has 4 diamonds, this is probably way more likely, right? If West has 4 diamonds, we can duck a trick to rectify the count and then strip squeeze them. Yeah, that's got to be a much better plan than what I was hoping for, the 7-3 heart split. Yes. So we can use the power of the Jack of Diamonds to prevent East from getting on lead, and that will rectify the count for the strip squeeze. Okay, this is a much better plan. So Ace, King of Spades, let's duck a diamond. Win the diamond return, and now run all of our trumps. There's a diamond discard. West does throw their last heart here, so hopefully they do have to win the diamond and now lead into our Ace Queen of Clubs. Gotcha. Game is easy. You're right, you're right. What was I playing for? Oh, you know what? I was playing for 6-3 hearts. Actually, my line's not so bad. I forgot that we followed to the first round. Yeah, my line's not so bad. But I think this... I don't know. Unclear if this line is significantly better, but it's probably also a worthwhile line. I mean, maybe the inference that West continuing the 6 of hearts at trick 2 is more likely to be from a 4-card holding than a 3-card holding is probably pretty strong. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, on to 14. So we've opened a club. West jumps to 3 diamonds, and we get to 6 spades. Guys, I think we're gonna have some problems in this contract. Oh God. I mean, even if they don't get a rough at trick 2 because diamonds are 6-2 instead of 7-1, we're still gonna have some issues here. Okay, but we're here. We're good. Everything's fine, right? So Well, let's take a spade finesse first. I'm looking at whether or not I need to hook the 10 of clubs at some point for an entry to North's hand. Okay, the spade hook wins. So obviously if spades are 3-2, we could just cross in clubs once, take a spade hook, cash the spade ace, unblock the hearts, cross in clubs again, and then cash the 4th round of hearts. Safety play for the win? Oh no, have I already messed this up? It's so free. It's so free. Okay, let's see. Like, the issue is 4-1 spades, right? Because if we play a club to the queen and a spade to the jack, and West shows out, it can't be, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense to overtake the king of clubs with the ace on the first round of the suit, but I think if West shows out on the second spade, we're going to need to play the king of clubs on the next trick and play for West to have jack doubleton to get our 3 entries to the North hand. Like, if we go king of clubs to the ace right now... Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I see what you mean, finally, right? If spades are 3-2, we can ruff our diamond loser and then pitch our club loser on the hearts. That makes sense. I'm on board. You got there. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now I kind of understand. Let's just try and make sure that that's the best plan. So king of clubs to the ace, we take a spade finesse. If West shows out... I mean, we know West preempted on a 6-card diamond suit. It's very likely they have shortness somewhere. Then the real question is, like, would we rather play West for jack doubleton of clubs or whatever else? In real life, this does not matter. Do you really think so? You don't think that people often find that a jack of clubs play to block the suit? You've seen one opponent... Okay, hold on. Slow down. So story time. A clever play, if it comes up. Okay, so I think I'm on board now. The whole idea is, like, it's completely safe to overtake the king of clubs with the ace, and if trumps are 3-2, we have no problems. And if trumps are 4-1, we're gonna need to hook the jack of clubs for an extra entry. Did I see the hand in the fucking semifinals of last junior world team pairs where your partner led a diamond? I didn't see anything from, like, last year. Wait. Last junior world... I mean, probably not. Partner led a diamond. Dummy was ace-jack third. First trick went low 9. Oh, that's really sad. That's really sad. What? Oh no, what did I do wrong? What? Hold on. No, but seriously, isn't this the plan? What? Maybe I don't need to do this at all? Did I just overcomplicate this one? Good luck. Good luck. Okay, so we take a spade finesse. I thought this was actually a cool plan and looked good. Maybe I don't need to do this because... because I can play the fourth round of hearts as like a trump substitute or something like that. Is that the idea? So we go like club to the queen, spade to the jack. Now we cash a bunch of hearts, or yeah, and then we play a club to the ace. Okay, maybe this is just a better line of play. I'm not actually convinced. It was a very clever attempt. Thank you, Steph, for pointing out how foolish I was for trying to take a normal line of play. But now when the trumps don't split, as long as we can unblock the hearts, we're actually okay. Because now we can play a club to the ace and play the jack of hearts. And of course, East can discard, but now we pitch our diamond loser and take a spade finesse. Yeah, debated. I'm curious, actually. Do they talk about this potential for taking a club hook? They always say that that when they put the these important spot cards in, it must be valuable. So West wins the first trick, continues diamonds. South breathes a sigh of relief when East follows. I did, in fact. You can go back and watch the VOD. Spade finesse wins. Spades are 3-2, there's no problem. South should gears play toward handling 4 spades. There are 2 alternative lines to consider. In the first, South continues with the king of clubs, overtakes the ace. Spade finesse. If West follows, we just claim, yep. If West shows out, then 2 dummy entries are needed. West can be hooked for the jack of clubs. Second alternative for handling a 4-1 spade break, which I wasn't even like, I was not in the ballpark of looking at this at the time. Requires East to have 3 or more hearts. South plays a low club. Spade to the jack. Cash 3 rounds of hearts. Cross and clubs. And then leads a good heart, which is what we eventually ended up doing. So they're probably going to talk us through like blah, 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 blah. Assuming East has 4 spades, he has only 6 known cards, 4 spades and 2 diamonds. West has 7 known cards, 1 spade and 6 diamonds. Therefore, East is a favorite to hold at least 3 hearts. And he is also more likely to hold the jack of clubs. I mean, all of this is true. So South should choose the second alternative. I agree. But both lines are pretty good. A-. On to 15. We are in 4 spades. King of diamonds lead. You love trolling? You have got me quite a few times. I believed in you. Do I need to remove your mod? Don't worry, I won't do that. I mean, I might do that, but I won't. I might. 9 of diamonds continuation, so no bidding. 4 spades. You do know most of the emotes are like capitalized, right? Like, I think you can tab to complete the emotes. Oh, maybe you can't. Anyway. Only if you prefer the emoticons as compared to words. Emotes are for suckers. Fair point. So, a diamond, huh? This hand also feels a little easy to me. You think I should start by roughing low? Okay, I will rough low. How's that? There, I have roughed low. Good start, right? Important to note that we actually might have a spade entry to dummy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unblock the club ace and lead the king of spades out of hand. And if they win, then we can cross to dummy and trumps and use the clubs to ditch our heart losers. That feels like a pretty good line of play to me. If they duck the king of spades, then we can just go ace, king, queen of hearts and ruff a heart, eventually losing 2 trumps. So I think that's going to be my plan. I really don't see better. Oh my. Well, this is less than ideal. Hold on a second. I wasn't prepared for 4-0 spades. I mean, I was going to make against all 3-1 spade splits, which felt pretty good. This is less than ideal. Oh no. I mean, it's true against 4-0 spades that if I had led low to the 8 on the first round, they would have been forced to win. Maybe that's kind of the idea. I mean, I don't know, I'm guessing. Like, we're probably down now, but I think what I would do from here is probably test the hearts and play for, I don't know, something. But I'm sure the hearts are not going to split. Well, this isn't good enough, is it? I play a spade, they tap me in diamonds. Yeah, no way to make it from here, right? Okay. All right, let's think about this again then, because I wasn't even thinking about 4-0 trump splits when I started playing this hand. That was not on my radar. So we rough the second diamond. And I said that I probably could make it if I unblock the club and let a low spade to the 8. So how do I feel about that plan? I mean, they have to win. But my issue with that line of play was that we are going for dinner together in Atlanta. Are you buying? Is your sponsor buying? If so, I'm down. I will make the drive up to get there for dinner. I'll probably be there. I think I need to start asking around and see if I can find a place to stay. If I can find a place to stay for free for like a couple of nights, then I would definitely go. If I have to like book my own accommodations, then it might make things a little more complicated. But yeah, I should start checking with people. I mean, the thing is, I'm not like fully moved. I'm still in my like limbo phase right now. Ace of clubs. Okay, so if I play a spade to the... My concern was if I play a spade to the 8 and they win the queen, and then they play a diamond, I ruff. If I play another spade, they would just win the ace, and now the spades are blocked. And if I play the king of spades, they just duck. So I'm denied entries to dummy. And then I am... But I guess that's okay, right? Yeah, spade to the 8, they win. Diamond, I rough middle. I play the king of spades, they duck. But now I can go ace, king, queen of hearts, heart rough. Okay, I think that's probably a little bit better. Okay, they still show out on the first round, but now East has won the spade. So again, I can rough middle. And Now it's just all about like trying to optimize, right? Because like we could play another spade now and we're gonna make, I guess we need the hearts to break, right? If hearts don't split, we have no chance. So maybe we should cash the ace king of hearts right now. But now we can play a spade to the 7. East, I mean, I was going to say East has to take it, because if they don't, now we're in dummy and we can just start running clubs. But this is basically going to be the idea. We now just continue running clubs. And eventually East is only going to get their ace of spades remaining. Did I need to cash 2 hearts at the end there? If I didn't take the ace king of hearts and I played a spade over, on the run of clubs, East could have just pitched hearts, right? Yeah, I think we did need to cash a couple of hearts before playing that second round of spades towards dummy. Weird hand, I suppose we can make against 4-0 trumps this way. On to 15, or on to 16. Presumably 3 more to go, and then I will call it 6 diamonds in the south. Oh boy. Well, what is this nonsense? This is like, ugh. Okay, give me a second. So on this lead, if diamonds are 3-1, we're just cold. There's no bidding. No bidding. I'm wondering if this lead could be a singleton, because it looks like it's possible to maybe pick up 4-0 diamonds with West, but I might need hand entry or dummy entries to do so. So it's like, if East plays low on this club, I should win the king. And I think I probably should win the king anyway, because I don't need the club discard. I'm just worried that, like, if I lead the 9, I unblock the heart ace, lead the 9 of diamonds, and West follows low, am I really supposed to run it? Would I be more concerned about 4-0 diamonds and West not splitting as opposed to 6-1 clubs? I don't know. Let's start out like this, because I think this is probably the right plan. Okay, West covers, which is helpful, and so we do find out about the 4-0 diamond split. And this is where unblocking that king of clubs is going to be important, because now we're going to need multiple dummy entries to rough a few hearts to kind of set up a potential end play, because West is still holding on to Jack-10 third of diamonds. So we absolutely need West to have, like, all of the right things for this to make. We're going to need them to fall to 4 hearts. We're going to need them to fall to 3 clubs. We're going to need them to fall to 2 spades. So they must be exactly 2, 4, 4, 3 shape. Otherwise, we can't make it. Which means we have a little bit of flexibility in, like, how we play out the tricks. This isn't one of these where we have to, like, optimize which suits to cash when. Hold on. hold on. I don't have to play West for 4 hearts. I could play them for 3-3 in the majors instead of 4-2, which has to be better, right? That's just more likely. So yeah, I should rough a spade rather than trying to rough the Jack of hearts. Good call. I thought it didn't matter, but of course it did. Of course it did. Just small percentage or extra percentages there on playing for 3-3 rather than 4-2 in the majors. Okay. Again, one of those where, like, once we find out about a really terrible split, we just have to come up with the only layout that we can make the contract. 17, we're in 6 spades. We get a 2 club overcall from East, probably finding a club lead. Oh boy. This is a hand, huh? This is definitely a hand. Oh my. No, this is not a good one. Can we just call it quits after 16? I feel like maybe we should just call it quits. We've done well. This hand is going to destroy me, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to give East all of the missing cards because I think that's very likely for the overcall. The 6 of clubs being the low spot is clearly a singleton, which means we're going to have to pull trumps before messing around. I mean, obviously I could play West for the Heart King. That doesn't seem like a terrible line of play, actually. Hey, Marksman! Thank you so much for the raid. Hope your stream went well. I'm guessing you were doing some more Bean Cup stuff. You've been doing that for a while. How's it going, bud? Hope you had a good stream. We are working through some level 5 Bridgemaster. More Bean Swiss. Oh yeah, there's just so many different Bean things going on now. I haven't participated in that in a while. I've been just like super busy with everything. You hopefully beat Sam Pak. That would be a strong opponent to defeat. He's a very good player. So wish you the best of luck in that. You've been busy with Bridgemaster as well? That's good to hear. Good to hear. Maybe I will have to check out some of your videos as well. Oh, I have been. That's true. I have been. I have been very busy. That's exactly right. Well, you haven't been doing any, but you should have. Understandable. It's a bit of a daunting task when you look at how many deals they have and just how long they take on each one. So definitely a little bit of a time commitment. And I understand that it might not be everyone's favorite thing to do. I would enjoy the Bean Swiss as well. Bridgemaster is the #1 tool to self-improve. How many have I completed this stream? Well, I started out doing my weekend game, the BBBL game. I don't know if you're in. I could add you if you just send me your Twitch name, or not Twitch name, your BBO name to my event. It's basically 16 boards, robots every Sunday, or every Saturday, Sunday. Cool. I will copy that down and add you for next weekend. You're welcome. Glad to have more people participating. Where's my shout out command? Boom. We did it. Why does everyone have such long names on Twitch? I get it. You really want to emphasize the obsession thing. But you should totally follow Marksman. I have seen a couple of his streams. I think I've said hey a couple of times, and he's a super fun streamer over there, plays a bunch of bridge, does a lot of the online Discord community stuff. You just tried for yourself to shout yourself out, and it didn't work. Someone else said they wanted to be added. Anna Raven. I will. Can you message me on my Discord? That might be easier. I will try and I will try and remember that, but yeah, it's a little difficult to take care of all this stuff while streaming. I mean, I could pause and probably add it right now. Sure. Let's go ahead and just do that now. Include list. Anna Raven. Check. And let's add, oh God, what is this name? There are just too many M's and N's. Boom. All right, everyone's in. back to your regularly scheduled content now. No, it's all good. I think I got you. Oh boy. Oh god. We're still in 6 spades and I have like 4 losers. Like 1 in every suit. I don't think there's any way I'm making this, am I? Yes, what an atrocious contract this has been. I mean, what do I... Take the heart finesse and... I mean, I probably should. I think that has to be the right plan. But how do we... So we have 8 trumps. I mean, normally we would want to take the spade finesse as well. So we could, like, win the king of clubs, spade to the jack, pull trumps, heart to the queen, diamond. No. No. Wait a second. I'm starting to see what's going on. East, I think, is getting squeezed in clubs and hearts. I think we can either strip squeeze East or simple squeeze East, depending on whether East ducks the ace of diamonds or not. Aha. That's a good try, Steph. Claim far more than you deserve. And then when they say, no, I don't think so, you're just like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll give you these 2 extra. So we'll just take 12. That's a reasonable attempt. You could be a good salesman. Okay. So let me try and make sure I do things in the right order, because I think I need to preserve the king of clubs and dummy, which means we're going to need queen doubleton of spades to come down. But if queen doubleton of spades comes down, I think we can make this if East has the king of hearts and basically all of the missing cards, which I think they almost have to for their 2 club overcall. So we could win the club ace, right? Go ace, king, jack of spades, pulling trumps. We can pitch like a heart and a diamond from dummy or whatever. We exit the queen of diamonds. If East wins and plays back a club, we win the king. King of diamonds pitching a heart, ruff a diamond, run all of our trumps, and then East is caught in a simple squeeze in clubs and hearts. Cool. If East ducks the queen of diamonds, then we run all of our trumps and go basically king of clubs club, throwing East in. East will have to lead into the ace queen of hearts at the end. So I think I do need the king of clubs and dummy, otherwise I can't cash the diamond king, which means I have to win the ace, and therefore I need to play for queen doubleton of spades. We're going to find out really quickly. Why do we need a throw in? It's a good point. East gets squeezed in like 4 suits or something. I mean, it's... You're right. East is not going to duck. But I think main point is I can't win the king of clubs and take a spade finesse, because otherwise I don't have the entries to do what I need. Okay, so we're going to find out really quickly if this was the right line of play if the queen of spades comes down. There we go. I think we did it. So now queen of diamonds. East will win the ace. They will return a club. West shows out. I was not paying attention. What did East pitch on the... I really wasn't paying attention. Someone tell me what East discarded on the 3rd spade. Oh no. Okay, well, we're gonna run some trumps, and hopefully East doesn't pitch all of their clubs, because otherwise this would be really sad. Oh no, they've thrown 3 clubs? Okay, you know what? I think they're holding on to king doubleton of hearts. Okay, excellent. Good. We totally could have paid more attention to that one, but this was a really cute hand. I actually like this one. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this was actually a kind of a fun hand. I mean, originally it looks like you want to do things in a bunch of alternative ways. Now, realistically, I think the heart finesse isn't so bad because, East could easily have queen, jack, 10, 6 of clubs, ace of diamonds, queen of spades, and find a 2-club overcall. Singleton somewhere, maybe stiff queen of spades or singleton heart, for example. That would just be a normal 2-club bib. But this is probably still a better line of play, playing East for everything. So I like it. I mean, queen double ten of spades coming down is like the scary part. That seems a little unlikely, but once that happens, you're in pretty good shape. Okay, last deal, and then I will be wrapping up stream and grabbing some dinner. A18. We're in 6 hearts. We get a trump lead. We have... Well, we have a lot of finesses to take. So... all the finesses work, right? Yeah, of course. We're just gonna make 7. There's gonna be king doubleton of diamonds on side, both black kings and east sand. We're gonna be in good shape. Okay, but actually, is the trump lead suspicious in any way? A heart, 3 hearts, 3 spades, 4 diamonds, 6 hearts. Probably means West has the king of clubs. I guess that's all I would read into the trump lead. Otherwise, they may have led the 4th suit. Heart to the... So, pull trumps, I guess, and try a diamond to the queen. I mean, that has to be the first plan. If we do get king doubleton of diamonds on side... if West has king third of diamonds, we can actually throw them in, right? We could pull trumps, go diamond to the queen, ace of diamonds, diamond. West gets thrown in. We've set up a discard, and West is going to have to give us a black suit trick. Oh, but they could just play spades. We do get a pitch on the jack of diamonds for a club, but that doesn't help. I see. So I think this all means that we basically need the club finesse to work. And if that's the case, maybe we try the club finesse and then try to eliminate the club suit before doing anything else. There might be a way to, then throw someone in. Yeah, actually, maybe that's the idea, right? What about diamond to the ace, then queen of diamonds, and pitch a spade on the jack of diamonds if they return a club? Right, but the thing is they're going to return a spade, which of course is going to give us the spade finesse, but getting 1 discard for a club and dummy doesn't help. We still need to take the club finesse. So I think we are probably going to need to take the club finesse and then plan on, I guess, roughing the 3rd round of clubs in hand before trying for an end play. So let's do that first, and then we can think about how we want to work on, maybe end playing West if possible. Okay, so heart will win. Let's pull a 2nd round of trumps. And take the club hook. Great, good start. Let's unblock the club. And now what? We could cross in hearts, ruff a club. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to get to dummy. So maybe diamond to the queen now? I really don't want to play a diamond to the queen as the thing. Like, if East has the diamond king and plays a spade back through, we would really love to test the diamond suit. Okay, I think I have the idea. This might not come down to an end play at all, right? If the king of diamonds is on side, we can basically claim at this point. I mean, technically, we have like some sort of strip squeeze or something against West. But I think the idea is going to be to combine our chances in the diamond and spade suits. And that means we want to go diamond to the ace, ruff a club, cross in hearts, and lead a low diamond towards the jack. Because if East wins the king, oh no, I'm short on entries. Oh god, did I need to like win the first heart in dummy and then take a club finesse at trick one? Okay, here's the idea, right? What I want to do is play diamond to the ace, ruff a club. Maybe I don't need to ruff a club at all. Well, I would like to. I mean, it would help if West has king doubleton of diamonds, right? But like diamond to the ace, ruff a club, get back to dummy, lead a diamond towards the jack. This way, if East has the king of diamonds, it doesn't help them to win, because then we'll have two diamonds set up for a spade discard. The issue is I don't have enough entries to actually do this right now. So I do think I've already messed up, and we just need to manage our entries a little bit. I mean, I can still play out the hand and basically show what I was trying to do. Club ruff, heart over, and now lead a diamond. Unfortunately, the way they're going to set this up, East wins the king of diamonds, and now we can't make use of the fact that we've got two diamond tricks. But the point was, if East doesn't play the king, we can play the jack and then lead low to the queen. We'll know if the diamonds have split. So that's basically the idea on this hand. But let's redeal and try and like execute that like slightly better. This is going to be the plan. So heart lead. Let's win the opening lead in dummy and take a club finesse. I'm still a little unclear how my entries got so... I did have enough entries, did I? Because East was going to play a spade through. I have to win the ace. I can unblock the diamond. Oh my god, you're so right. I totally had it. This is why I should end stream after this. This is totally why I should end stream. We've been doing great so far. Yes, yes. See, I didn't think that they were going to fly king of diamonds unless the suit was blocked, but you're totally right. We can just unblock the diamonds now, use hearts back to hand. Yeah, 12 tricks. First try. First try. We did great. This has been fun. Okay. We got there.